Hello everyone, welcome to my series of video lectures on the topic partial differential equations. This chapter has been prescribed in the Gulbarga University syllabus for the students of BSc 4th semester. In this series of lectures, we will be discussing about the introductory note on partial differential equations in the first video. In the second video, we will discuss about the formation of partial differential equations, particularly by eliminating the arbitrary constants. In the third video, we shall discuss about the formation of PDE, that is partial differential equations, by the elimination of arbitrary functions, and then we will consider the particular case of partial differential equations, a particular kind of partial differential equations, namely Lagrange linear PDE, and in that video we will define what are meant by linear partial differential equations and what are non-linear partial differential equations also. And further we will discuss about the first order non-linear PDE. So we will be dealing with the non-linear PDE of the first order, and we will consider four different types of PDE. The first type where the given equation will be of the form f of p comma q equal to 0. The second type where the given equation will be of the form f of p comma q comma z equal to 0. Type 3 that is f of x comma p equal to g of y comma q form, and type 4 the Clairaut's equation, that is of the form z equal to px plus qy plus f of p comma q. And at the end we will consider one most important method of solving the non-linear PDE of the first order, and the method is known as Charpit's method. Now let us start with the introduction. First of all, we shall define what is meant by the partial differential equation. An equation which contains partial derivatives along with dependent variable and independent variables is called a partial differential equation. So we note that when z is a function of single independent variable x, then we can observe the change in z with respect to a single independent variable x. Therefore, we can have the rate of change of z with respect to x, and thereby we will be having the derivative denoted as dz by dx and call it as the ordinary derivative. On the other hand, when z is a function of two independent variables, say x and y, then there will be a change in z with respect to x as well as with respect to y. That is, when x changes, there will be a corresponding change in z. On the other hand, when y changes, there will be a corresponding change in z. So therefore, we will be having in this case two types of rate of changes of z, one with respect to x and the second one with respect to y. So the rate of change of z with respect to x by treating y as a constant is denoted as dou z by dou x, and it is called as the partial derivative of z with respect to x. And the rate of change of z with respect to y partially treating x as a constant, and this is called as the partial derivative of z with respect to y. So in such case we will have the so-called partial derivatives. So therefore the equation which involve the partial derivatives along with the dependent variable, here z is the dependent variable, of course it will be the unknown of the differential equation, and the independent variables will be at least 2. For the partial differential equation, we should have a function z of at least 2 independent variables. Then only we can have the partial derivatives, then only we can have the partial differential equation. So therefore, we have now defined the partial differential equation, and now let us define what is meant by the order of the partial differential equation. So order of the partial differential equation is the order of the highest derivative term appearing in the differential equation, as we have defined in the case of ODE, that is ordinary differential equation. The same thing we are going to define here also, that is the order of the highest derivative appearing in the differential equation is called as the order of the differential equation. So we have defined the order. Now let us try to have couple of examples, simple examples. So a differential equation can be dou 2z by dou x2 equals to dou 2z by x square into dou z by dou x plus xy plus yz. So this is the differential equation. Of course, it is a partial differential equation because the partial derivatives are involved. And now this partial differential equation is of second order, as the highest order derivative term appearing is of second order. So it is a second order PDE. Now the differential equation dou z by dou x, we can have x dou z by dou x plus y dou z by dou y equals to x into y. It is very simple differential equation. It is a first order PDE because both the derivative terms which are appearing here are of first order. So this is a first order PDE. Now we are having some special type of particular type of PDEs. For example, the differential equation dou z by dou t equals to some constant c into dou 2z by dou x2. In this case, we have to observe that z is a function of x and t instead of x and y. So this is the differential equation of a second order, and particularly this equation is called as the heat equation. It is a name, particular name of that equation. It is a heat equation. It represents the transfer of heat, and this is a second order PDE, of course, from the definition of order of the differential equation. Now another equation we can have, that is dou 2z by dou t2 equals to some constant c square into dou 2z by dou x2. So again here z is a function of x and t in this case also, and this is called wave equation. So it is also the partial differential equation again of the second order. So these two are a particular kind of partial differential equations which exist in the real life problem. So this is how one can define the partial differential equations and order of the partial differential equation. And it is to be noted that in this chapter we are going to deal with only the first order PDE. So our job here is to solve the first order PDE. So that we have to keep in mind, because it is an undergraduate course and it is a first course in partial differential equation. Therefore we will start with some simple studies. Therefore it has been prescribed to deal only with the first order PDEs. Now we shall have at this moment another important note. So note number 1 we can have here. So that note tells us that the general solution of the first order PDE, when we solve the PDE, for example, this is the first order PDE. The first order PDE, when we solve it, we will get a general solution. So the general solution of a first order PDE will have as many arbitrary constants as the number of independent variables. So we know that general solution is one in which there exist the arbitrary constants. So there is another question, that how many arbitrary constants may be there in the solution of the given PDE. As in the case of, at this moment we can recall the case of ODE, where the number of arbitrary constants in the general solution was the order of the given ordinary differential equation. So if the given ordinary differential equation is of second order, there will be two arbitrary constants in its solution. If the differential equation ODE is of third order, there will be three arbitrary constants in its general solution. In the same way, in the general solution of a first order PDE, there will be how many number of arbitrary constants? The answer is that the number of arbitrary constants will be equal to the number of independent variables. So here we are observing two independent variables are appearing in the given PDE. Therefore, the general solution of this PDE will have two arbitrary constants. On the other hand, the number of if the general solution of PDE will have more number of arbitrary constants than the number of independent variables. This is another important thing to be noted. That is, if the differential equation PDE is of order more than 1, if it is of higher order, then the number of arbitrary constants in the general solution will be more than the number of independent variables appearing in the PDE. So that is another important note we have to take into account at this moment. And another important note is that note number 2, for the sake of our convenience, the partial derivatives. I have told you that the dependent variable will always be z, and therefore we will be having the derivatives like dou z by dou x, dou z by dou y, and it will be convenient to proceed with the notation small p for dou z by dou x and small q for dou z by dou y. So throughout this chapter, P stands for dou z by dou x and Q stands for dou z by dou y. If at all we require, we can have the notation R for dou 2z by dou x2. That is dou 2z by dou x2, the second order derivative, partial derivative with respect to x, is denoted by R. Dou 2z by dou x dou y, that is the mixed partial derivative of second order, dou 2z by dou x dou y, it is denoted by S. And dou 2z by dou y2, the second order partial derivative with respect to y, it can be denoted by t. So these symbols p, q, r, s, t will be used in the course of our solution of the PDEs throughout this chapter. So with this I conclude to the introductory note on PDE. In the next video we shall see how to form the PDE by eliminating the arbitrary constant. So thank you very much for watching the video.